But Pat graduated from Statesville High School and earned a Bachelor of Science degree in elementary education and a master's degree in primary education from her alma mater, Appalachian State University, whom she loves. She taught school from 62 to 66. And if you ask me, Pat is still teaching. She teaches every day. She left teaching to work in a nursing homes from 72 to 75. And I bet if you ask Pat what her greatest success was, she would say her family. She has 5 children, and I've had the honor of meeting most of them, and they are just as special as she is. Angela Beaver Simmons, Donna Beaver Malone, Deborah Beaver Looper, Donald Patrick Beaver, and Brian Nathaniel Beaver. And since I'm a grandmother, I have to mention that she has 5 grandchildren. I'm a little jealous of that because I only have 3. But she has Grace Beaver Simmons, Bo Alexander Simmons, Benjamin Underdown Simmons, Helena Bentley Looper, David Alexander Looper. Once I saw Pat at our business at Resource Warehouse and Gallery. She was with her grandson, and I said, "Oh, y'all shopping?" She said, "No, I'm just taking him around to meet the nonprofits in the area and to share what good work they do." So she's raising up a generation of philanthropists, and I just think that's very, very special. There's a whole host of awards. Some are listed in the program. I had no idea that Pat had been honored this many times, and you wouldn't, because she's that humble. She would never make that known. Please take a look at that. And the last thing that I want to say about Pat is, as I said earlier, she makes you feel like you are her most special friend. All this time, I thought we were her favorite nonprofit until I get a list of 72 nonprofits that she has given to and volunteered for. So if you're on this list, I know that she has made you feel like you are her most very favorite nonprofit. I'm very honored to have a part in her nominee for this special award. I'm sorry, I knew that Pat wasn't here, but her daughter is, Donna Malone. If Donna will come up, she looks just like Pat. And she's receiving a special flower and certificate for Pat this evening. Tell her we
Well, our next nominee is here. She's not feeling the best, but we're so tickled she's here. Our next nominee is Ruth Javier Trott. And to introduce her, we have last year's winner, Dr. Anita Montez. To introduce Ruth, they work closely together at the organization Central Latino, which is a ministry working with the Latino community. And we're glad Ruth's with us, and we'll have you up in just a minute, but you get to sit and hear all the nice things that Anita's going to say about you. Come forward, Anita. Thank you so much.
My name is Anita Montez. I'm an OBGYN here in town, and I've been working with Central Latino for the last 10 years. And this is a privilege for me to come on up here and talk about Ruth, because we can never say too many good things about Ruth. Ruth is the face of Central Latino. She's the one that everybody sees in the community. She's the one who goes out and makes connections with other nonprofits and other services in the community. We were so happy that she was with us initially as a board member, and then this opportunity arose, and it just worked out so great that she was going to be able to come in and work as an employee of Central Latino, and she is the Director of Client Services. Now, what that means, Director of Client Services, is that, you know, like they say, it's not just a job, it's an adventure. Because anyone who calls on the phone or knocks on the door and says, "I need you," Ruth is the one who answers the call. And you have to be a special kind of person to take on a job like this. You have to be able to think on your feet. You need to be able to make coalitions with other partners in the community. You have to be able to be receptive to the person who's coming to you. You have to be all things to all people, and you have to do it in 2 languages. So it is not an easy job at all, but it is clear to me that this job fills Ruth's heart. And I know that she has made such a difference in so many lives of the people that she has touched. You just never know from one day to the next what's gonna come to the door. It can be something very simple. I don't understand this piece of paper, you need to translate it for me. We've had people coming in labor. We've had people who had financial difficulties. They needed or lacking food, or family difficulties, or legal difficulties, or medical difficulties. You just never know what's going to come through the door. And Ruth is just always there to answer the call. And, we wouldn't be Central Latino without Ruth. It's clear. And beyond that job, she also puts together this health fair that we have at Central Latino now twice a year. And she does this single-handedly. She arranges everything, she gets everybody to come, she sets up the venue, she makes the poster, she does everything. And the last health fair that we had I think there was 250 people there. And it was all Ruth. It was all Ruth. Sometimes at board meetings, the board has to get on to her that she has to stop taking on so much. It's like, you have to slow down a little bit, Ruth. You can't do that much. She's supposed to be part-time. But again, we could not run Central Latino without Ruth, and I know that every person who's walked through the door and has had Ruth batting for them, whatever their problems were, have been immensely grateful for Ruth. And I know that I'm speaking for the entire board of Central Latino, and I know that we are all extremely grateful for Ruth. And I think, you deserve this like nobody's business, because you do so much for us.
Forgive me. I'm here because I took care of you. So I'm so sorry if I sound like a little chicken, but I am so pleased and honored and humbled to accept this award and to join past recipients who I have long admired and respect. A very special thanks to the Women's Resource Center, and an enormous salute to all of these year's nominees, each of whom have made incredible contributions to the community. Thank you to those who nominated me and supported me by being here this evening. And of course, a huge thanks to all of us that are able to come together to expand opportunity and growth for all the women around the world. My sincere approach is that no matter the direction of political winds, but the principal core beliefs around beauty, equality, and love for humanity. just to give you a little perspective on my personal life, a lot of people said, who is Ruth? What about Ruth? Well, as a military spouse with 2 children, we moved across the U.S. We moved in Latin American and European countries. The challenges that we had to face and those that we continue to face to these days as a result of my marriage. Our family of 4 moved around from military installation to military installation, shuffling my children into new schools, constantly meeting tons of new people, losing friends, making new ones, enduring heartbreaking goodbyes to families and to friends, ultimately developing overviews that only other military friends and families can really begin to comprehend. We are a little bit different. My passion for community services began after I left my engineering career. Sorry. I spent 12 years at the Social Security Administration, where I understood that life was messy and that it can be unfair at times, assisting individuals with retirement and disability claims. I really enjoy people. I really enjoy listening to them, helping them. And 6 years at the Department of Social Services, where I dedicated myself to the goal of learning North Carolina statutes and regulations, problem solving, educating, and linking clients to services provided by the agencies in the community. Finally, in 2005, I came to meet Central Latino, joined the board, and I began volunteering with interpretations, translations, and I had the opportunity to meet a wide range of business people and many church leaders who are now the present donors. Donations from our community are what keep Central Latino strong, growing, and providing an amazing amount of services to our community through cooperation and the community partners. We are always appreciating the dedication of our volunteers. Please follow us in our social media. We are on Facebook, we have a page for it, and we also have access to our email and telephone, like Anita had mentioned. I'm always available. I really enjoy serving in the board and as part of the staff, and love for humanity is what the bottom line is here. Thank you so much.
Ruth is also available if I need a translator, and that's always helpful because I have called on her before. So I want to thank her for that, and for Central Latino for all of it too. I am now going to call forward Ms. Smith, Patricia Smith. We were on the radio on WHKY this morning to introduce and tell a little bit about Esther Jett. Esther is another one that cannot be with us, but she has family here.
Good evening. I am a member of the Ridgeview Friends of the Library, and we're honoring Mrs. Esther Zenobia Morgan Jett, a contemporary sojourner true. As you were told, she's not with us today. As you can see on the program, she will celebrate her 102nd birthday on April the 8th, a month from tomorrow. However, her son Jason Jett and daughter Joyce Jett are here. The mother of 9 children, all who went to finished high school with honors in college and went into professions, great professions. All right. As a Christian and believing that God created all people equal, I felt compelled to try to seek equal rights for all people. From hearing and reading what was being done to our people, I realized there was a lot of injustice in the world and wanted to do something about it. This was Mrs. Jett's response in explaining her decision to join and support the NAACP in the early 1960s. A deaconess at Friendship Baptist Church and a lifetime member of the NAACP, sharing her family goal making things better for